Hey guys, welcome back to the Fit Life Over 40 channel. I'm Roosevelt, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about why discipline beats motivation every single time. It's something that I truly believe in. I live by it, and I'm going to explain to you in the most basic way possible why I believe this to be true. Let's start with motivation. Motivation sounds great. It gets us up, it gets us moving, it even gets results. In theory, motivation is a wonderful thing. It gets things done. The problem with motivation is that it's inconsistent. It comes and goes, and it's solely reliant on our mood. There's days that you're not feeling like doing something, you're not as motivated, therefore leaving your results and things that you have to get done very inconsistent. This is where discipline has to be top priority. Motivation will allow us to complete tasks, but those tasks aren't always done to the best of our abilities, where discipline will allow you to complete tasks at a more consistent rate, even when your mood isn't the greatest. Discipline will allow you to do things that you don't want to do or necessarily even like, because it's all you know. Discipline is a habit. Motivation is a feeling reliant on mood. In searching for motivation, a lot of times we'll look to outside sources, things like caffeine, vision boards, monetary rewards, or anything that will light a small fire for us to get something done. Not understanding that that spark is inside of us. That spark is inside of you. Your blood, sweat, and tears should be the only motivation that you need. Sometimes that motivation never comes, no matter how hard we wish for it or want it or push ourselves. Sometimes we just can't come up with anything to get ourselves motivated. So what is the solution? Well, the obvious solution is having discipline. Discipline will force you to do things because they have to be done, because it's all you know, regardless of your mood or what else is going on in your life. You will get it done because you have become a disciplined person. Discipline is very habit forming. It will allow you to complete tasks at a very high and more consistent level. We all have tasks and things that we don't like doing every day, regardless of our moods, our occupation, but they're things that have to get done regardless. That's the discipline in you. And if those are things that you care about, you'll be able to complete those tasks at a very high level. Motivation is contingent on a mood. Discipline relies solely on you. Discipline relies on self-control and sweat. And although sometimes it may not be fun, it can be extremely rewarding. When we complete a task that we weren't necessarily motivated to do, but you were disciplined enough to get it done, you have this feeling of self-accomplishment. It creates self-respect and dignity, and it becomes very habit-forming. That's why discipline beats motivation every single time. Some of the most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the most motivated people, but they're very disciplined, and it is a component that you absolutely have to have in order to be successful. You have to have some form of discipline in your life. Self-respect is the root of discipline. The sense of dignity to be able to say no to oneself is also part of having that discipline and self-control. This very mindset prevents procrastination and promotes hard work. So discipline has so many more benefits to just being motivated. Being motivated is simply not enough to be a successful person long term. If we wait for motivation, it may never come. But by choosing discipline, we give ourselves the power to create our own results, to determine our own destiny. And in the end, leads to ultimate freedom and control over one's life. Some people even try to create motivation out of thin air by lying to themselves and living this altered reality. Long term, that's not good. What it does is it makes you a prisoner to your own lie. And eventually, whatever it is that you're doing, you'll end up absolutely despising it. You have to be honest with oneself. If you're not a motivated person, that's fine. Practice small things every day to be disciplined about. Whether you're gonna get up and make your bed every morning, or you're gonna clean up the dishes in the sink before you go to work. Whatever it is, have the discipline to do that, and then slowly add other things that you can be more disciplined about. In the end, the more discipline you have, the more freedom you will have in your life, the more control you will have in your life. Now, I'm gonna end this video. As far as me, I practice discipline every day. There are certain things that I understand that I have to do regardless of how I feel about it. Yes, there's a lot of days that I don't want to do them, but I'm a disciplined person. I know the consequences if these things don't get done, and halfway doing them is only going to cost me more work later. Meal prepping every Sunday and Wednesday religiously. The workouts have to get done no matter what. I love a clean house. That has to get done, even though it's just me. But regardless, everything for me has to be in order. It's not an obsessive compulsive thing, but it's a principle that I live by, and it has leaked into so many other parts of my life. So this is why I believe that discipline beats motivation every single time. If you want to be a successful person, you have to adopt some form of discipline. So that's going to be the video for today, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Tell me a few things that you could be more disciplined about. I would love to hear it. You can follow me on Instagram at Harley Davidson or Nothing. I have a podcast that I'm also building up, and it's available on Spotify, Apple, and many other platforms. The name of that is Fit Life Over 40. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. So once again, I appreciate everyone that watches my channel. Any feedback you have, I would love to hear it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.